humans aren't born out of laying around on their asses. We've been born out of conquering a world. We're the dominant species. We built all this. We're powerful, and we're beautiful, and we're ready to build the next level of civilization in God's plan. But you must stop bowing to those who want to make you a victim. You must become the victor. If you love God and you want to build a pro-human future, then you are an enemy of the New World Order and Satanism. They want us shut down because we have the Spirit. I'm jacked into the source. I know the secret, and I want to see you empowered. But you have to believe in yourself first. This is the truth, and everyone knows it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about something that not a lot of people are talking about right now, but I think it's absolutely hysterical. Dragon Age the Veilguard is on sale. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, oh, it's on sale. Okay. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that the game isn't even technically a month old. And it's already 10% off. 10% off. I mean, understand. When you are looking at the health and longevity of a game, looking at how quickly it goes on sale is a pretty prime indicator of how much life is left in this particular game. This isn't even a month old. 10% off. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, maybe Amazon has some inventory to clear. Maybe it's just them. Maybe it's just Amazon. No, Dragon Age the Veilguard is 10% off at Walmart as well. Two of the biggest online retailers, it is 10% off. This is significant. You have a game that's not even a month old. And already they are taking 10% off the top to try to incentivize you to buy it. Now, I don't think this is going to be enough. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But I want you to look in here. So this is 62. If, for example, you were to go here, you could technically buy the game for $59. So that's 16% off the price. So already they've dropped this game down technically to $59. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Imagine if Nintendo did that. Like, Tears of the Kingdom, just now, after like a couple years, finally went down in price. But imagine a game that's supposedly, by the way, supposedly a 9 or 10 out of 10 game. Keep that in mind. A 9 or 10 out of 10 game. And already, it's on sale. Already, it's 10% off. Now, I don't know how any person who gave this game a glowing score can possibly justify it at this point. It is so apparent, it is so obvious that this game is a pile of garbage by every metric, that they're not even putting up that much of a pretense anymore. They're not even playing make-believe with it. They are coming out and saying, yeah, we tried to screw you guys over. We tried to pull the wool over your eyes. Haha, joke's on you. But instead, the game is so bad and so poorly received that they just basically gave up. I mean, that is shocking. 10% off. I want you to really understand this, because there are going to be a lot of people who are just retarded and try to defend this and say, what's the big deal? 10% off. 10% off a brand new game. And the reason is obvious, because they can't sell it. No one's buying it. A month in. Less than a month. It's not even a month. It's not even a month, I don't think, technically. And yet, and you expect, okay, all right. So the release date was October 31st. So that is well under a month at this point. We're at the 23rd. The 31st. Let's update the numbers. Okay, 23,959 on Steam. This is an irrefutable symbol of this game's just complete and total inability to penetrate into the cultural conversation and to be relevant and to be a game that people must play. We are at a point now where this AAA game that is supposed to be the revival of BioWare is so bad that they're discounting it already. 3 weeks ago, this game was just releasing, and now you can get it for 10% off. Why on earth would I buy this at 10% off when I know in about 2 months it's going to be probably half of this, if not more? I mean, there's no way, there's no possible way that you can justify this. It is absolutely insane. 3 weeks. You take a look at some of the presentations or some of the reviews. Horrible. If you love this, do not buy this. Painful dialogue. I played Dragon Age Origins and Inquisition both several times through. Particularly loved that. Sorry to say, BioWare's missed the mark. The therapy guard. It's just such a fascinating thing to observe. We get to bear witness to a multi-million-dollar failure from people that are incapable of learning from basic mistakes. There's so much information on the internet for free that anyone can access, anyone can acquire. Novels, I mean, how-to manuals, instruction manuals, videos. I mean, there's enough information for a person to spend a lifetime, and it's all for free on the internet. And to make the same mistakes over and over again on something like this, when the blueprint is already there, it's absolutely mind-boggling. And they lose all this money. And it's something that it's just shocking. And all of it because you have people who can't cope with the reality that their issue of choice that they think makes them special doesn't. They're not able to divest themselves from this degenerate identity that they've taken upon themselves. They've decided it's more important that I tell you all of my different traumas and issues and baggages, all of my different complexes, all of my different failings, and I tell you about me. It's more important to do that than to create something that is actually good and lasting and quality and substantial. It's why they build up these foundations on bedrock But then these people come in and tear it down and build it on quicksand made of, excrement and mud and garbage and think that it's the same. It just isn't. It's absolutely shocking that this is already discounted to this degree within 3 weeks. 3 weeks. That's nuts. And they think it should win Game of the Year. No. No, not by any metric. The reality is that there's a reason why this game was nominated for one award, and that award was for innovation and accessibility. Unreal. Let's see if the price changes for... Oh, Xbox people, you're paying full price. Is it only for PlayStation? Is that true across the board? No, Xbox is full price. Interesting. It's only for PlayStation. Only PlayStation gets the discount. Xbox, they're trying to charge full price. That's fascinating. That's really interesting. What a disappointment. Just looking, it's hard to really grasp how people can continue to do this and still be employed and have a job. Baffling. Genuinely baffling. Genuinely baffling. 62. 10% off. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you next time.